Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dueling Aces. I'm Wade with Wade's Bets, and I'm here again with Mike Noblin. We're going to do a quick second episode of Dueling Aces. So how are we feeling today, Mike?
Man, can't complain. Life is good. God is good. Off to a great start, man. Just seeing it really well and getting some lucky breaks. Also, it's probably my best start in 23 years of doing this. 15-2 in MLB.
Yeah, nice.
Love it, man. Just keep trying to put PSAs out there, telling people to keep betting conservatively, keep betting their same unit amount, because I always get worried during a good run that people are going to get stupid with their bankroll. So I just keep telling people, bet your normal percentage. Don't increase it, a ton just because you're winning. Because in baseball, as you and I both know, what goes up does come down. And I don't want to sound negative, but that's just the realist in me. I've been doing this a long time, and so I just tell folks, appreciate all the kind words on X, but at the same time, it's a long 6-month season, and there's going to be a lot of losing days. So I just try to keep people level headed for it, but. Anyway, can't complain, man. Excited. There's nothing like baseball, especially like daytime baseball. I know that's why you like college baseball so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you, man? Looks like you're off to a solid start also from what I've seen here and there.
Yeah, man. No, we're doing all right. We went 2-2 yesterday. Had a couple tough breaks. I was on Lynn over 1.5 walks, and he gets one early, and then he gets shelled in the fourth inning, and they took him out. I'm pretty positive he goes 5 innings at least. We're gonna get one more there. So
yeah, and he had
tough breaks like that.
Counts.
He had a couple. He got Marlins just weren't being patient yesterday, so it's just stuff like that. But no, we've been pretty good. We're still right around 8-9 units profit right now.
Can't be that. That's only in 1 week too. I mean, that's in a
week.
Yeah,
7 days, 1 week. So still basically a unit a day. I don't think it's not the pace we were at last year, but we've had a couple of bad beats this year with Steele getting hurt when we needed one more out, kind of thing like that. So I think those breaks will come our way down the road. But man, you're right. I've been watching all your videos. Obviously, I see it all the time because I repost your stuff, but.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you gotta remind people to not go crazy when you're on a roll, because as soon as they bump up those units, it's exactly when losses start.
Yeah, exactly. I've done it. I've done it myself so many times. So I speak from experience. I'm like, I'm going to bet 2% per play instead of just 1%. And then an inevitable losing streak happens, and I lose more than I should just by not sticking to what I'm comfortable with. So that's That's what I want to tell people, man.
But other than that, I mean, you've been on a tear. People need to be following you at Mike Noblin on X. It's always free.
That's right.
Write articles every day to eat, watch, bet. So man, it's things been going great, and you're right, man. There's nothing like day baseball, man. Absolutely nothing.
I love it. I mean, it's just it's insane. It's like I love, of course I'm busy working and everything, but there's nothing like I always have other screen up with the day baseball up, so I can keep up with what's going on.
100%.
If I really got to concentrate, I'll put the game on mute and just look up every once in a while and see what's going on. But there's just nothing like it. It makes the day go by so much more, in a fun fashion. So yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you know me. I've got either a screen or a phone or a tablet pulled up with either a game cast going on with one of my bets checking on it, or if I can have the game on right now. I know I've got a MLB TV, and not everybody has MLB TV, but.
Right.
I'll watch most games. Some games in my area are always blackout restricted. So
yeah, same here. I don't get the Braves on there. Luckily, I've got a sweet cable package that gets the Bally Sports, so I can get the Braves. But just regular MLB TV blacks it out every time. ESPN Plus even blacks it out too. I'm like, that's a bummer. But
I didn't. Yeah, they do that. That is true.
Yeah.
Well, let's get right into it, man. We're not going to make this too long for anybody today. I think we're just gonna start today. We're gonna do just a weekend series that we're looking ahead to for the weekend.
Absolutely.
And then we'll just give everybody what our favorite bet is for the day, and then we'll get out of here. So
perfect.
What are you? What's the matchup for the weekend that you like?
Yeah. There's several I'm gonna have my eye on, but probably I think the most fun one's gonna be the intrastate Texas rivalry with the Houston Astros and Texas Rangers. That's always a battle, man. Both lineups are loaded. You got plenty of big sluggers in there. Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, and then on the Rangers side, got Adolis Garcia, Marcus Semien. Those guys. It does kind of suck that Josh Young got hurt. 4 Texas. That's a big blow to them, but they got so many good bats. I think they'll be fine even with his injury. But yeah, those teams, you don't really hear much about like rivalries in MLB and stuff like that, other than maybe Cubs Cardinals has got a long history. But I think this Astros Rangers, especially now that they're back in the same division, there's some serious hatred between these two teams. And don't be fooled. Houston was not happy that that Texas ended up winning the World Series last year. So I think this should be a fun weekend watching these two teams. What about you, man? I know you got your eye on a few. What do you think? What are you most looking forward to for I guess Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, I was taking a quick gander at your Houston, Texas series. I wanted to see who was starting for the weekend. So they really only have the no. Tomorrow's good. They play 4 times. They play 4 times. They also play on Monday. If you didn't know that,
yeah, I didn't notice.
Carry over to Monday,
Didn't
so they do
that.
have.
Jeez.
Okay, so
cool.
we'll get Frambler and get Valdez and Heaney on Monday going against each other. That'll be real good matchup.
2 dynamic lefties.
Got then I'll get Sunday night baseball with Blanco and Dunning, and Blanco coming off that really good start. And did he go 9 innings? Was that 8 innings?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 8. Yeah.
Just a complete game in your first game of the season. Insane, man.
And Dunning's off a good one too. Dunning kept the Rays bats at bay the other night. I won some money.
Look out if he has an over 1.5 walk prop on that day. That's a hammer play, but he might be a 2.5 on that one. So
yeah.
No, that's a real good one. I was looking at that one too. You're right. There are some good matchups coming up this weekend, and that may be one of the best rivalries in baseball outside of the other one you mentioned, and obviously Red Sox and Yankees. But right now, the Red Sox are really not a hot commodity. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are down on them. They're not that bad. I think their offense has some.
I mean,
good looks to them. Their
pitching
pretty strong.
Rafael Devers always a threat to go deep. You got some other guys.
It seems like he's missed a couple games. I haven't been paying attention to them, but he's only played 5 games this year so far. So
I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know. It's way too early in the season to have rest days, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really pay too much attention to them, but no, the one we're looking forward to the most is probably the Braves and Diamondbacks series. Mainly just because they're both going to be deep playoff teams again this year, I believe, like they were last year. I don't know. It's that Padres, Dodgers, Diamondbacks division. They may beat each other up, and who knows really who makes it out of there. Obviously, everybody's going to think the Dodgers are going to win the division, but the Giants are even going to be okay, I think. But I don't know. I still think Diamondbacks are going to make the playoffs. Their pitching is too strong, and their hitting, obviously, you've seen they're just on a tear right now. They're a really confident bunch.
Yeah, they are. They don't. I love them. They don't strike out a lot. They put the ball in play. They kind of remind me of just an old school good baseball team. They do little things right. They bunt guys over. But I just love teams that just don't swing out of their shoes and rack up a ton of Ks, because good things happen if you put it in play.
They're a good team to target for pitchers to walk because they're patient, and a lot of pitchers are walking them at least twice right now on their starts. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think with both of them looking to make another strong playoff push, and we get some pretty decent matchups. I actually think they may meet each other in the division or the championship round of the playoffs.
Yeah, you can see it, especially Gallon and Kelly are a good 1-2 punch. I mean, that's I was kind of, I know we hadn't got into the pitching matchups yet for that series, but I'm a little disappointed that Gallon and Kelly are not going to be going against Atlanta. As a Braves fan, I love it because we get lucky and we miss them. But I really would have liked to have seen like Gallon versus Strider or Gallon versus Freed. That would have
man, that would have been something. Now they ended up lining up against the Yankees this week, so they both win. But yeah, I mean, there's still some pretty good matchups. I like Fat as their. I'm not sure if they have him tagged in as their third starter. I think he is their third starter. I don't know. They got Henry kind of in that position going right now, but Fat's better. He can rock out 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts in any game. But I mean, still think the matchups of Henry, Strider, Fat, and Freed, and then Nelson and Sale's pretty good. I mean, those are all pitchers that are going to be pitching in the playoffs.
No doubt.
Nelson's obviously their 5 starter, so he'll probably move to a bullpen in the playoffs. But I think this is going to be a really fun matchup. I don't know. Strider can get rocked a little bit.
He
can give up runs, so Freed can give up some runs. So this might be a series of a lot of runs.
Yeah, I could see some overs. I could see, I could easily see maybe 2 out of the 3 games going over.
Yeah, both offenses are just so good.
Yeah, I haven't took a look at the total even for tonight or anything. It's probably down a little bit just because Strider's, one of the pitchers. But man, I wouldn't want to play an under. I don't think with any of these 3 games, just with 2 really good lineups. And the Braves.
Yeah, I mean, I can trust Strider at home in his first start. But I think Henry's going to give up some runs today.
Yeah, so, I can see that. Yeah,
but we'll see. But either way, it's going to be a really fun weekend. There's a lot of interesting matchups. So, we still got Cleveland and Minnesota going. I think that's maybe one of the better rivalries in that division, at least.
It is. It's a very underrated rivalry, and Cleveland's looking pretty good to start the year. They're just one of those franchises, man. They never spend a lot of money, but they're always right there. They're either a playoff team or they're right there on the cusp of it. And I like the Guardians just because I still can't get used to that team name. To me, they'll always be the Indians. But anyway, that's a subject for another day.
Yeah, no, they are a talented bunch. They're one of my favorite teams to watch for sure. Man, they're hitting well. They're pitching well.
Yep.
They may win that division, and I didn't think they were.
Bieber fever, man. I actually had to sprinkle a little bit. This is a little extra bonus bet for y'all, and don't go crazy with it. But I actually sprinkled a little bit on Bieber to win the Cy Young just because he looks like his old 2020 self. I know 2 starts, small sample size, but man, he looks dominant. I think I found him at like 12-1 or something. I just put a few peanuts on it. I'm not big into the awards market normally, but just judging by what I've seen so far, he looks lights out. So it could be.
I think that's a pretty good look, man. I may have to take a look at that myself. I haven't done any Cy Young stuff this year. So,
I normally don't, but just because of his current form, I was like, man,
And just the way their team's pitching, the hitting, that'll give him more confidence to go out there every game, and he knows he might be able to give up a run or two and still go 6-7 innings and shut other teams down. So I mean, he's going to give up some runs here and there. Everybody does.
Oh yeah,
he limits damage.
He does.
The one thing about him, he's tricky with props because he likes to work counts.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't walk a lot of guys, but he will throw a lot of balls just because he's trying to get guys to swing and miss, and he's got some pretty good command where he can locate where he wants. So I don't know. Prop wise, he's still a pretty good look on a lot of things, but man, he was a big sweat this last one just because he puts up so many balls to every batter. You're like, geez, man, just throw some strikes. But
I think that's what
he does.
Yeah, it's what hurts him. Sometimes he tries to be a little too perfect, trying to thread the needle, which I get it. That's how the greats did it. Glavine, Maddox, Smoltz, those guys painting the corners, But you can run up a lot of pitches.
And I think it's the umpire matchup. One of those games I was watching, this umpire was calling so many balls or so many strikes as balls, and I just didn't know what was going on. So that always matters too.
Yeah, that's always frustrating, especially if you've got a strikeout prop on the guy or something.
Yeah, for sure. So that's man, we got a great weekend ahead. I'm just so excited to get today going for sure. So let's talk about today's bets. What do you got for everybody?
Yeah, man. Actually, I was super pumped for the Friday card because Friday's usually the biggest day for MLB. Everybody's playing, But I didn't find as much as I thought. I couldn't find a single player prop that I like. I love betting K props normally. I had 5 or 6 that I was looking at, but every single one, the book made the number exactly what I made it, so can't force it. Did find 3 sides that I like, though, so 3 best bets. Put them up already on our new site, bettersinsider.com. But I think my favorite one's probably tonight, going with the beer makers, baby. Going to go with the Brewers in the first 5 innings. Best line, -118 at Superbook. Mainly just a pitcher play, man. I love Freddie Peralta. He's just sick. I mean, his K rate last year, I think, was 31%, which put him in the 92nd percentile in MLB. It's really good stuff. He's got a knee buckling slider. And his extension, you hear too many baseball guys talking about extension. You maybe in hitting extension, but pitching extension. Peralta's only 6 foot tall. He's got really long arms, and when he finishes, he's way out here. And so he may only hit 94, 95 on the gun, but because he's way out here, it looks like 100, 101 to the hitter. So really like Peralta. Taking the first 5 mainly because I like him, and I'm not too crazy about the Milwaukee bullpen. I think Seattle, on the other hand, has a good bullpen, so I want to take the bullpens out of it. So that's why I'm playing the Brew Crew. Feel pretty good about that one. Also, Seattle's bat's been ice cold through 7 games. They're only hitting a $196. So as long as they're ice cold, I'm going to look to fade them. But yeah, that's mine.
No, that's a great look. It's weirdly one of the last games of the night.
Yeah, it's
and they're in the Midwest. So
yeah, most of the games are day to day. Only a couple night games. So
yeah. And no, I really like that look. I was looking at Peralta's over 17.5 outs. I just don't know if I could get there. He opened up 14.5 first game.
Wow.
So, and last year he was really like a 50-50 to hit 18. And I don't know. I just think this Mariners team is not going to struggle forever hitting, can they? I mean, they're not supposed to be this bad, but maybe they just are.
Yeah, they've got a good lineup, so I think that they're going to be fine eventually. But you just never know. You never know how long are they going to stay cold.
Oh yeah,
I'm hoping it lasts one more day, but we'll see.
No, I think this is a fantastic look, man. Brewers offense can hit at home. I'm going to be taking this one with you for sure. This is a fantastic look.
I appreciate it.
I'm going to actually do a.
Yeah, what do you got? Don't leave the people wait. Feed the people.
Yeah, no, these are some of the plays that we like to take a lot. We're going to do a 2-leg today for our best bet. We have right now, I think we have 5 picks out to our subscribers, a couple 2-legs, and then some straights. Nice. So if the straights are low enough, -145s, -150s, I'll probably take them as straights only because it's just not worth gambling a second piece on those prices.
Sure.
But anything above that, I like to piece together, and we always get good value. Right now, we're looking at a +134. I'm going to take Tariq Skubal to go under 1.5 walks, and I'm going to pair him with Quintana from the Mets to go under 2.5 walks.
Oh, love it, man.
Pull this data up.
Was Skubal 1.5 or 2.5? Sorry, I missed
Skubal is 1.5. Now I don't know if lines have moved. I don't think they would. But Skubal's gone under 2-2 versus Oakland in his career.
Nice.
Last season he went under 11 of 14 games, and he's just got great command versus Oakland. I don't think he's going to have a reason to walk 2 people. He'll probably walk 1. I mean, everybody.
Yeah. And it's the triple A's, man. We're not worried about their lineup too much. So yeah.
No. So they don't really have a threat to push him. I mean, even if they get runners on base, I don't think he's going to stress out and lose control. So I think that's pretty safe play. Quintana, he's under this line. He's under 2.5 walks, 79% since 2022.
Yeah, that just sounds high, man. I mean, I don't know why. He is a very good control pitcher. It seems like he's been pitching since I was a little kid, honestly. He's been around
for a long time. Forever.
But he's always had pinpoint accuracy, good control. He's not overpowering guy, but he never walks a lot of guys. So I think he's the perfect dance partner for your 2-leg parlay with a guy.
Yeah, I mean, since 2022, he's been under in 38 of 47 games. So that's only 9 games he's gone over in 2 years. And he's facing the Reds, who have they've only walked 3 times versus left-handed pitchers this season so far, and they're walking the least in baseball right now.
Cincy loves to chase. They got a lot of young hitters that they want to hit, and they're usually a little too aggressive. So I think that's a good look there. I love how you paired the 2 together to get the plus money.
That's over at DraftKings. I think both of their lines were in -180, -200 range. So if I'm not mistaken, Skubal was actually -170. He was actually -165 on MGM last night. I was very close to taking that as a straight. Like, why risk it? But I know some people are fine taking higher juice stuff. I see a lot of people doing it, and there's a lot of people that do it and have huge followings. So obviously people don't care to not take those. I mean, it really all depends on your unit size. If somebody's under like $100 unit or less than that, it's kind of tough to take because you're not getting a lot of return. But when you've got people that have a unit size of $200, $150, then that line doesn't matter to them as much because they're still going to make $100 on the bet. So
right, exactly. Everybody,
I don't love giving out juice, but I will when it's necessary. So
yeah, I'm with you. I'm we're very similar in that aspect. I do play a lot of sides. I try to keep it 150 or less. It's just kind of a general rule, but I'll break it sometimes, man. If I see a side I really like, I don't mind laying 160. I just don't want to make a habit of it. It's just me personally.
Correct. Yeah.
It's very hard to make money laying 200 and over, though. Just very hard. I mean, you got to hit at such a high rate, and a lot of people don't realize
you got to risk 2 units or more at least to get up to $200 to make it worthwhile. And then if you lose that, then you're already in a big hole. So
in a high variance sport like baseball, where anything can happen, and even the worst teams are still going to win.
Which is why I consider taking at college baseball, some of those I'll take minus 150s, minus 160s, just because baseball is unpredictable. And sometimes it's just not worth risking a second piece to lose one guy that is going to probably hit. So taking a chance on Pear and Skubal today, because I do think he's going to hit. But no, I'm feeling pretty confident about this. I got this on DraftKings. Our members got this last night. At 11:30 p.m. So
love it, dude. I love
know if any of these lines have moved.
Yep. Hey, there you go, guys. Wade just hit on something. I'm glad he brought that up before we got to get out of here. But see, when you subscribe to Wade's service, one, it's only $20 a month. Also, he runs promos.
I forgot to tell you that we did raise that to 25.
No, about time. I mean,
I do a lot of research, man.
Yeah, he does. I mean, this guy, he outworks everybody. He's constantly. He just hit on something there. He sent this out at almost midnight last night to subscribers, okay? Not a lot of guys are doing that. So he's sending you tomorrow's plays, that evening. So that just shows you right there. The reason that's so important is you can capture a ton of closing line value that way. CLV is the key to winning long term. Wade beats the market because he's early. He's usually the first dog to the bowl. And I mean that in the best possible way. He's ready to roll. His numbers are there and ready to roll as the lines come out. And so you got to respect that. Me, a wily old veteran in this space, I really respect that. And, $25. I mean, that's a deal. I mean, that's heck, you're give him a shot for, just a month. And see how much you're up, and then
we offer a 7-day free trial. I mean, we post it all the time on X, so people can try us out for 7 days for free, and if they want, there's a 7-day free trial plus 40% off the first month, which makes it $15. So that's go to the website wap.com.
I have to sign up myself. Dude, I don't know
search Top Flight Bets on wap.com. I know you can go to my just follow me on X and you'll see me post where I offer the 7-day free trial or the 7-day free trial with 40%. That's just, you got to use code JOIN when you get in there. And no, I mean,
love it.
We love to take early picks. I will say there's some lines that we've learned over the few years we've been doing this now for 5 years now that they're lines that you should probably wait on. Like Sears was over 1.5 walks last night against the Tigers. I didn't really love it. He's been under 2.5 a lot in his career. He moved to 2.5 this morning, so we grabbed that this morning. So sometimes when you wait, you just got to know who to wait for. When the lines are super juiced, there's probably a good chance. And I knew there was a good chance he was going to move because he's went over 1.5 walks his last 10 games dating back to last year. So I knew the general public and people who don't really dig into this stuff, they were probably going to hammer his over 1.5 walks today, going over 10 straight. So I waited for that one. So we'll see if that pays off for us. We did take, that'll be a bonus bet to give you guys. We ended up taking this morning Sears under 2.5 walks, and I paired that with Corbin from the Nationals to go under 5.5 Ks. It's an alt K prop on ESPN.
Yep. I like that. Corbin.
No, that's plus 105.
Yep.
Plus money again. So. Cool. That's what we're doing today. It's going to be a fantastic day for us, man. I can't wait.
Do it.
Great to have you back on as always.
Oh man, my pleasure's all mine, my friend. Any excuse, I don't even need an excuse to talk MLB. Appreciate you setting this up, man. And maybe hopefully that's the goal. If we can get on once or twice a week and just feed folks.
Yeah, I think
that's what we're all about. So.
Yeah, you're right there. And I think on the Monday shows, we'd like to have them a little longer, talk about the weekend. Right. We could recap our we'll have a little week between that where we can recap our future bets, see where they're looking. And then, on these Fridays, I'd like to keep it a little bit shorter and just give out maybe a weekend series we're looking for and a quick pick. So this is a little bit longer than we wanted today, but this is only our second episode. That's so I know as we iron things out and we just like to talk. We just like to talk,
Yeah, that's it. Find us on Spotify. Wade's got us on there. Find us on YouTube. Man, my shout out to Hunter and Maddie, my niece and nephew. They're so excited to see us on Spotify, hear us on Spotify rather. But yeah, thank y'all for listening, guys. We appreciate it. And hey, let's cash some tickets, baby.
Let's do it. Let's have a blessed day, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.